Hello and welcome back. So this is my Sephora VIB sale haul. I am very excited for this because I had a gift card I was saving for this. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that I have been on a low buy, a budget of $83 a month for makeup and skincare this whole year. And here you will see more than $83 worth. But like I said, I had this gift card that I had been saving for this sale, so I got some stuff. And I am VIB. I am not Rouge anymore, and I am really proud of that. I was Rouge 2 years in a row, and last year I did not spend that much money at Sephora, so I am VIB. The only unfortunate part of that is that it's 15% off, not 20% off, but that's okay. I got some stuff that was a repurchase and some things I've been wanting for a while. I tried not to get any like splurge items that were a last minute decision. I got things that I've been wanting. So let's get into it. I did do a Sephora recommendations and wish list video, and I did talk about this in there. I finally got the Natasha De Nona Mini Nude Palette, and a lot of you guys told me that this one is really good. I kind of had a bad experience with the Mini Star palette. That was the only makeup item I returned in all of 2018 because I felt the shimmers were really chunky. And I will say this shimmer here, that one's much harder to work with, and it is a bit chunky, but it's still doable. I'm wearing it today all over the lid, but I did add a similar color from another palette on top because it was not working as well. But these two shimmers are amazing. Let me swatch them. These two here are really good, and I really like them. They have some glitters in them, so they do work better with a wet brush. I've had this stuff for several days, by the way, so I've been using all of it, and some of it is repurchases, so I already know how I feel. Yeah, I really liked those. The mattes are amazing. Everybody says Natasha De Nona's mattes are amazing, and they're really good. They're so buttery and easy to blend. And even if this wasn't on sale, it is only $25, which for 5 tiny eyeshadows is still a lot, but I have a large palette collection, so I'm really not too worried about that. I'm actually really glad that this is small. So yeah, bottom line, I've used this 3 or 4 times already, and I really like it. This next item, you've also heard me talk about quite a bit if you've been watching my channel. It is Hourglass in Luminous Light. This one is the small size. These are $24. They actually, I think they used to be $22. This is a repurchase. I've told you guys many times that this is my favorite Hourglass powder, and I'm so glad I have it back. I finished another small one last year, and because of the other stuff I bought and the budget and all of that, I didn't get this in the full size, but that's okay. I figure if I finish this for a second time, then I should get the full size because I do love it. It's a beautiful, subtle highlighter. Also, I use it as a finishing powder. I can use this one as either. It's so good. These don't swatch very impressively, so I'm not even gonna bother. This is something you like have to put on the face to really tell the full effect, but I love this. And so yeah, this is the small size. It's expensive, and 15% off is not hardly any money. I know that. It's like nothing really, but whatever. The next item is also Hourglass, and this is the full size of Diffused Light. And this one is a yellow tone, and it has some sheen to it, but not a whole lot actually. And I got this to use as a setting powder for my whole face, and I have been loving it actually. It's gorgeous. I wanted a new setting powder, and I was debating between this and the Charlotte Tilbury one. That people rave about that Charlotte Tilbury one. The reason I didn't get it was because they don't have Charlotte Tilbury in my store. And there's only 3 colors for that powder, by the way, but I wanted to pick the right color. Based on what I saw online, I could be either shade 1 or shade 2. And I'm like, it's a $45 powder. I'm not gonna guess my shade online and then be disappointed. So I just decided not to do that. I will get that at some point, I think. There is a Nordstrom in my area actually that does have them in store, but it's kind of far away. I didn't have time to go anyway. Long story short, I got this, and I've really been enjoying it as a face setting powder. Oh, and there are 3 things that are from The Ordinary that I bought that are downstairs in my bathroom, so I didn't grab them. I bought the Buffet, the retinol, and the lactic acid serum. I've used the lactic acid serum and the retinol before. The buffet I've never had before, so I've only used it a little bit and I really like it, but trying to get back into The Ordinary because I used to use their products so much a few years ago and I loved them. But then when they stopped being at Sephora, I kind of forgot about it, so then I hadn't bought them in a long time. Anyway, they're so affordable, and from what I've tried, I really like almost everything I've tried. So anyway, I did get those as well. But what I'm holding right now is the ABH Brow Pomade. And this is also a repurchase. I talked about this in another video where I talked about how much I love the Brow Wiz, but I fly through it and it's $21. I finished it in 2 or 3 months. So I just didn't want to spend that kind of money. And then I remembered that I had this brow pomade a few years ago and I used it every day for like 2 years until it got all like dried to crap and I couldn't revive it. And I still hadn't finished it. And this is cheaper than the Brow Wiz. It's $18. So I got dark brown and I wanted to get this in store too because when I had it before, I had soft brown, but I had much lighter hair. Now my hair is almost black. So I really wanted to pick out my shade in store and I'm so glad I did because I was initially going to get medium brown, but then when I saw it in person, it was way lighter than it looked online. So anyway, I digress. This is dark brown and I'm wearing it today. I've been using it for the last 3 days since I got it and I really, really like it. I've missed this so much. I forgot how amazing it was. And yeah, $18 for this. I can get the same results as the Brow Wiz, and it's actually faster because this is so pigmented, but you do have to be careful. If you go too heavy-handed with this, whew, you could have a problem. But anyway, I'm so happy to have this back, and it's actually easier for me to use than the Brow Wiz, and it's way cheaper. Okay, the last thing was actually just a free 100-point perk, and it is NARS Blush in Orgasm. I'm like, you know what? Why not? I had points. I wanted to try this again. I actually used to own this and I have gone cruelty-free with makeup. This is not cruelty-free, but I figure for a free sample, I'm okay with it since I'm not buying it, whatever. Anyway, I was curious to try this again and I've actually really liked it. This was such a popular blush, like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. And I used to have it and I used to really like it. And then I just like fell out of love with shimmery blushes. I refused to wear any blush that wasn't matte, mostly because I'm so into highlighting. So I didn't want it to be too crazy, but this is not as shimmery as I remember. I'm not wearing it today, but I've been really enjoying it. It's really pretty. It does have that just fresh glow look. So actually I like it. So I wouldn't buy anything from NARS anymore, and I haven't actually in a very, very long time. I think it's pretty overpriced anyway, personally, but for a free sample, this is actually pretty good, and it's a decent size because my blush brush just like barely fits in here, so that is good. All right, that is it for my Sephora haul. I'm really excited about the stuff I got because quite a few things were repurchases, and then I finally got something I've been really, really wanting, which is that stupid Natasha De Nona palette, but I like it, so hopefully this will satisfy my need for Natasha De Nona because I'm always looking at her larger palettes and then I never get one. So anyway, I have been enjoying everything. That's it, and thanks for watching.